Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to another Tradin with RWC. This week, we're going to be taking a look at Vincent by Barbara Stock. Okay, so Vincent by Barbara Stock. Just kind of a biographical story about Vincent Van Gogh's time in the south of France. The point in his life where he kind of went absolutely nutballs crazy. And, you know, the whole incident with cutting off his own ear. One really cool thing about this book, it was actually published with help from the Van Gogh Museum. Let me see. I want to make sure that's the name of it. Vincent is a joint initiative by the Van Gogh Museum, Amsterdam, the Mondrian Fund, and Nye and Van Ditmar Publishers. So, as I was reading this, I questioned the validity of some of the historical facts of his life, but I guess if it's being put out with the help of the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, it's got to be pretty accurate, I would think, which kind of makes me happy and sad at the same time because it was devastating. I knew he was kind of mentally ill for that period of time, especially, as everybody knows, the time he cut off his ear. But I didn't know what kind of went into it and led up to it. So it was kind of cool getting those specifics, I guess, as to what happened. I also didn't know that he was being supported by his brother. I believe it's his younger brother, too, by 4 years or so. His brother was sending him money every week to live off of while he was in the south of France painting. And Van Gogh would then send his paintings up to his brother, who was kind of an art dealer. So he kind of, I guess, like, his brother kind of paid him for his paintings, I guess. Now, the thing that I really didn't know was that while he was in the south of France, he wanted to set up like this artists' housing commune kind of thing, where not just his artist friends, but a bunch of artists could all get together and they could all paint and kind of just like work together, and that was like his big dream. And he had a friend, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's spelled Gaugain, Gauguin, is what I was using for it. He wanted Gauguin to come and be like the headmaster of the art house that he was setting up. He wanted him to be a big part of it. Oh, sorry, I spelled that wrong. Gauguin, not Gain. Gauguin. But yeah, wanted him to be the new Grand Master of the artist house. And he stayed there for a while, but then Van Gogh kind of became overbearing as far as his dream for this artist's house, and ended up actually pushing Gauguin away, which caused the big meltdown, which is rendered beautifully here in 4 pages. So throughout here, I'll give you the build up. Throughout the book, you see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well, but you can see him, like, this is him getting angry about having to pay extra money for better wine. And you see him kind of going crazy, you know. And in his anxious times portrayed in the book, he has like these squiggly lines over his head. I don't know if you can tell very well there. They're pink, right under my finger, and dots. And then really kind of going crazy, dots all over the page. So when Gauguin leaves, or tells Van Gogh that he's leaving, it gets crazy like this. Like, the framing gets all nuts. You can see Vincent kind of screaming there, and then it goes into this just craziness. You see the knife there, his bloody hand holding his ear. Yeah, it's pretty nuts, but fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I saw in the back there's kind of an advertisement for Pablo, so like a same kind of deal, but Picasso. I'm thinking about looking at it. I'm pretty sure I saw it in previews last month, I think. I'm not as interested in Pablo Picasso as I am Vincent Van Gogh, but it's kind of a cool, like, idea for these books that I really like. Just kind of biographical comics, and I love the way Barbara Stock does it. There, as far as the dialogue goes, there's not a whole lot of words going on. There's a whole lot of pages that are like this, that it's just drawings, and that works really well as far as like an artist's perspective on what another artist is doing, you know, how they would have thought, how they would have seen things, how they would have acted, how they would have set themselves up, as far as like an artist studio type thing. Just really lovely. And then another thing about this that I really enjoyed, that I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know as far as its validity, but there's letters here to and from Vincent and his brother. So I would really like to know if it was word for word true, as far as letters being sent, or if it was kind of embellished by Barbara. Either way, I guess I'm cool with it. I just think that if it was actual letters that were sent, that would be even cooler. But I really enjoyed this. If you're into Vincent Van Gogh at all, if you're more into like artisty painting type things, this is a great pickup. It was $20, which is kind of, it's funny, like, it's kind of the upper tier of what I spent on trades, but I think it was well worth it. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, it's got me thinking about getting that Pablo Picasso book. So we'll see where that goes. I might have my shop order one for me, or see if they could just get one in that I could take a look at and maybe pick up. But yeah, that's it. So that's Vincent. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, maybe enough to look into getting the book. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.